Oh, what brings me here is the fact that my film, A United Kingdom, is opening the festival. It's the opening film. So a really, really great reason, I think, to be here. It's actually beyond a privilege in many ways, because it's not just that this is a prestigious festival, which it is and which is so important, but it's that it's the most prestigious festival for my hometown, and that's a really big deal. To grow up in a city, to spend your life walking around that city, and then to have the premiere festival for it say, we want you to represent who we are this year, is a massive big deal. It's a huge launch for the film. It's a huge platform for the film. It's the first time the film will meet audiences, real audiences. I remember with my first film here in 2004, it was I'd never made a movie before, and it was the first time I saw audiences queue. They were queuing around the block. And for a filmmaker, you're making your movie in a bubble. You have no indication, no idea of how it will start a conversation with an audience, and what the London Film Festival does for you is it starts the conversation, and that's massive. It's the story of Seretse Khama, who is a Bechuanaland king. It's set in 1947. He's sent to the UK to finish his education, and he promptly falls in love with a white woman from Blackheath who he wants to take back home to be his queen. It's not the story of how they fall in love, it's what happens once they fall in love and the fallout. I just think that it's so incredible that we are seeing a range of voices. We're seeing a range of movies with a variety of types of people at the centre of their own stories. It's always a privilege for me to see the other films that my film is going to be shown alongside. I always say that you feel like you're one village on your own when you're making a film, because you have your crew. But then when you come to a festival like this, you suddenly realise you're part of a massive community of other filmmakers, and that's really tremendously satisfying. What I love about festivals the most is finding the films that you haven't heard about before, where the festival kind of does that job for you, of finding those gems that nobody's really talking about yet, but they will be after the festival. So for me, it's about opening the programme and going, that's the one I want to go and see, because that's what we want cinema to be anyway. We want people to rock up to the cinema on a Friday night and go, which of those movies shall we see? And you always hope you're the one that they're going to pick. And so I want to be able to do that for another filmmaker and see the most unexpected movie that I wouldn't normally be able to see, except for a brilliant festival like this. So I've got the festival programme. I'll be looking at it on my way home in the car. I'll be picking those gems that the festival has chosen for us, and I can't wait.